Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now join Blake, Christian, and Mark as they have fun going through the crazy wrestling world. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now let's start the show. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price. I know. I've seen it before. It happens all the time. You're closing the door. You leave the world behind. You're digging for gold. You're throwing away a fortune and feelings, but someday you'll pay.
Live from a chilly Man-to-Band Studios in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you've tuned in to the Generation Evolution for Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. January takes forever to get through. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And I couldn't help myself with the song choice today. I could not help myself. As we're getting prepared for a deep freeze here in Wisconsin.
I actually know this song.
I know, because we played this last year, I think, in the winter.
I know this from YouTube.
Well, I think we played on the show last year too.
I think it's very fitting.
Yeah, this is obviously Foreigner, Cold as Ice. I couldn't resist. I could not resist today.
They call Green Bay the frozen tundra. I think we're going to be the frozen
It's colder
tundra.
up there. It's going to be colder up there this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be colder up there?
It's going to be negative 45 degrees up in Green Bay. I have a coworker up there, and they told me that earlier today.
Holy
So,
shit.
he had to cancel some family plans because he didn't want to deal with the weather.
Wow.
So yes, welcome. And it's a little chilly down here in the studio as well, but not nearly as cold as it would have been tomorrow if we did this on Friday. But still, we're here. And welcome to the show. And how you doing, gentlemen?
It's been one of those.
Someone is not enthused to be down here today.
I am so
Tired?
yeah.
Out of it. Well, I guess we should get started and actually get you into the mood of the show, shall we? Get into things right away?
We shall.
Perfect.
What's topic? Where's it going? Mark will probably be confused and Christian will give him shit for it. It's the question of the week.
Well, last week, question of the week was favorite refreshing drink. And I'm getting people really got to stop liking posts but not commenting. Getting on my nerves. But we did get a comment. We did get one from from who will be a guest on the show on next week's show. And it was from Andy. And she said, "Give me a dirty soda, please."
Sure, let me go to the backyard, dig up some dirt, and we'll put it in a
That's
can.
not what she meant at all. And you know that.
At that point, if it's a dirty soda like that, just give her a Pepsi.
Oh. So I'll hand this over to Christian, and he picked up this week's question of the week.
You know, I'm going towards the bottom of the bin.
You do what you got to do, and you tell me what you find.
So the question is chat pack favorite. Oh, that's the back of the card.
Okay, take two.
No.
Okay,
Wow, it was the most obvious bit I could have done.
What's the actual
Okay,
question of the
Christian.
week?
I don't think anyone would respond to that one.
Well, if it's in there, I thought maybe it'd be easier. But go ahead.
Favorite. I mean, that could.
What?
Favorite type of birthday cake.
Tell me about a birthday cake.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. Sorry, I really didn't have my notebook out yet. I didn't have my notebook out. But I was doing 8,000 things at once today, and I forgot my notebook out. So why don't you guys start off while I put this into the system here?
Give me an Oreo cake. I'll be happy.
I can actually go with that. I like that.
Mine, of course, homemade cheesecake pie.
Oh yeah, but outside of pie, what kind of cake would you
That's
want?
not a cake. That's a
What kind of
pie.
cake would you want?
German chocolate.
Yeah, I just
Why
like a
German?
That's the name of the cake.
I say again, why German?
I got it.
I got no answer from this guy.
What do you got
I
against?
literally asked why
Okay.
German. He got
Okay.
what?
What do you got against Germany?
Nothing. I'm literally
I
asking
am part
why.
German, so like I'm
Okay.
part German over here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But no,
You should be.
you can be cookies and cream cake, and I'll be a happy person. Leave it at that. I'll make it simple for myself here. Let's put this back over here for next week. For next week, and we will have a guest in the studio next week, so I'll have her pull the card next week. But for people out there, I'll put the card up, and you can tell us, and maybe if I make the picture prettier, maybe you'll answer. That's what we'll have to do. I'll make the picture prettier. Because when I did the Peanuts one, everyone answered because it was a nice, pretty photo. Maybe I gotta make the photo prettier. But anyway, I think someone needs to cheer up a little bit today and to get into the mood. And I think I got plenty of things to do to get that out of him. How does that sound?
Perfect.
You have entered media mode. You have entered media mode.
You're shaking the whole goddamn TV.
You know what's funny is
Sorry.
that I actually can get that shot because I get the isolated video from our video. I mean, you don't see it on the screen. So I can actually get that later. Okay, so I originally had 5, but I moved 1 to a video game thing we're gonna do a little bit.
Okay.
So I got 4. 1, I hope I don't get trouble because it's only 3 seconds, but it made me fucking laugh during Raw this week. And yeah, because I actually got to watch Raw live this week because of the holiday and everything else, and I was home and I got to watch Raw live for a change. In the afternoon, which completely threw off my entire day, by the way. It completely threw off my entire day. Because my entire day, I talked to my friend Josh about this, our entire days were in reverse. We watched Raw and then made dinner. It was weird. It was very strange.
So basically, you could have lunch during Raw.
I did though.
Oh,
And I did. But we actually didn't we have pizza or something like that? We watched Phineas and Ferb and
Yeah.
then we watched Raw. Oh, it was a Rumble, then we watched Raw. That's what it was. But anyway, this happened on Raw. Let's see if you can see what happened.
Hey!
The boom mic fell the ceiling. Paul Heyman right in the head.
Did it actually hit him in the head?
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
Right in the head.
That's definitely being cut out.
That was too damn funny. It was live, so that was the best part. And it was all over social media, so you could not escape that moment because that was too damn funny.
Hey!
Yeah, so the problem is it was actually an important scene, so you couldn't really cut it out because he was chasing him. It was just so funny the boom mic just fell down.
But I'm giving Paul credit. He no-sold the shit.
And he
out of
went
it.
with it. He just went with it.
My thing is,
There you
Did
go.
Adam
Unsafe work environment right there. For
oh, there you
Unsafe
go.
work environment.
Hostile-
You can throw that into the storyline.
Besides hostile, now you can put unsafe.
There you go.
Anyway,
Got a fucking boom. mic
My
hit
thing
in the
is,
head.
did Adam Pierce pay someone to do that?
no, he did
intentionally?
not. He did not. This is a live broadcast. Shit happens on live
And he
broadcast.
has no hair to protect the.
Neither one of them do, ironically. Neither one of them do. All right, so you'll enjoy this one. You will enjoy this one, Christian. The crowd in Ireland, Northern Ireland, were chanting and having fun, and singing songs. But the one person who got the most heat of the entire show was one Logan Paul of the Vision.
Perfect.
As he deserves.
But it wasn't, they didn't curse about. They didn't tell him to go fuck himself. They didn't do anything like that. They're more creative in Ireland.
Oh God.
Japan! Logan Paul! He's banned from Japan! He's banned from Japan! He's banned from Japan! Logan Paul! He's banned from Japan!
He's back from Japan.
He's banned from Japan.
Japan.
He's banned from Japan.
Yeah.
Japan! Logan Paul! He's banned from Japan!
So bad.
Wow.
That's so bad.
And the funny part is, I guess I was from my friend
That's
Josh.
so
He's like,
bad.
"What are they chanting?" I'm like, "I don't know." But 10 minutes later, it's all over all of my social media platforms that this is going on, and I'm like, "Okay, that's hilarious. That is so
That's so
funny.
bad. That is actually so bad.
That is so funny."
He is actually banned from Japan.
Christian, you tell me. I have no idea. Is that a joke or is that really a thing?
I mean, the last time I know of when he went to Japan, he made fun of a dead body, so I'm pretty sure he's banned from Japan.
He's banned from Japan.
But no, I'm pretty sure he's legitimately banned from Japan after what he did.
That's too funny. That is way too damn funny.
I'm not getting into the full storyline.
But you probably know. People probably know what you're talking about.
But no, but it is. It's just if you want to look it up, just look up Logan Paul Japan Forest, and
you'll find out why he's banned in Japan.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm obviously not saying what kind of forest it is.
Don't worry about it. Let them look it up themselves.
The life of a YouTube influencer.
Google it. I'll use the AEW fan favorite thing. Google it.
Google it. There you go.
Anyway, so for the last year on this show, we've been obsessed with Tony Stark. I have a new obsession now in AEW.
Okay.
And it's Speedball Mike Bailey. And we'll get more into JetSpeed and Hangman Page when we get to the news section. But I have 2 clips of Speedball. One I actually forgot I saved, and one I immediately grabbed the minute it went up on Twitter. This is first of all, this is apparently a conversation that happened right after Speedball, after JetSpeed and Hangman Page won the Trio Championship. Again, we'll talk about that in a few minutes when we get to the news. But Willow was involved in this, and this conversation went places I didn't expect. And it's only, and the best part is, it's only 67 seconds.
Only.
Yeah, I've never really had a team name here in AEW. I don't think.
Right.
Not
What
a
do
single
people
team
call
name with any team?
Yeah.
I don't think.
You have a ship name with Swerve.
Oh, well,
People
yeah.
just call you Swangman.
Well, there's.
Swang.
I'm not getting. There's more. Yeah, that I'm aware of.
Wait, there's more.
You know what I think is really funny? When you acknowledge the fact that, hey fans, we're aware that you write fan fiction about us, and then they're like, oh, they know. It's like, yeah, we know.
Oh, we're on Tumblr.
I've read most of them.
Did you ever write fan fiction?
Yeah. No.
Were you in Slipperhead?
Well, I did. I wrote some fanfic at the end of last year, where JetSpeed would team up with Hangman Page and win the trios, the AEW trio, World Trios Tag Team Championship. And now here we are. We made it. We did it. We manifested. We planifested. No, we just manifested. We didn't plan for this. This just came about today. But yeah, it's wild. It's great. We attracted it.
Yes.
Yes. Like that.
Fuck?
You know what?
Hangman was very defensive. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that was too damn funny.
I liked how the conversation started, but then all of a sudden it kind of went.
It just went a different way. I didn't expect it at all. So,
and I think Willow was trying to bring it back
I don't think
in.
Willow was. I don't think Willow was at all. I think
Hangman was.
to Speedball's credit, he did bring it back to the topic. To his credit. But anyway,
I love their outfits. The chicken,
So-
mimics the NASA.
one more thing.
Yeah.
By the way, if you didn't see the Speedball Samoa Joe match on Dynamite, fucking awesome. That was so much more fun. And people are like shitting on it, like, why did Samoa Joe last 15 minutes with Speedball? You're dumbasses. That's how it happened. But he broke out a fucking crane kick and everything. It was fucking great. But anyway, before that, the trio champions had a promo in the back, and this is live on Dynamite that this happened. This is not a collision. This was not a pre-tape. This was live on Dynamite.
We should decide on the trios team name.
Hey, you know what? I've been thinking a lot about that. I came up with Jet Set Rodeo. How do you feel about that?
I got it.
Horse cock.
I've tried that before. It's not.
Did he say horse caca?
Horsecock. And the best part was, during the Speedball Samoa Joe the crowd started chanting horsecock in the middle of the match. That actually happened. I couldn't find a clearer version of it, but it did happen.
So bad.
Oh my lord! So I don't get me wrong, and don't be surprised if you see a hell of a lot more Speedball here, because that made me laugh too damn hard. I had to share it.
Well, with that.
You have left media mode. You have left media mode.
All right, let's get on with the show. So before we get to our normal stuff, I don't have a jingle or anything, but I want to start with some video game news that has come out this week, and we'll start with 2K26. couple of Instagram people have put out the graphics for the first batch of people that are going to be in 2K26. I figured to put up Christian Daly. We can bring this up here to bring up the graphics. And you can see the new people here are Blake Monroe, Miles Bourne, Ricky Sainz, Zarya are the newest people. Christian, any thoughts on this?
Okay, so it was Blake Monroe, Miles Bourne, Zarya, and who else?
And Ricky Sainz.
What about Javon?
Javon's been in the game.
That's why I said new.
Right.
The word new is actually new people. Okay. Christian, any thoughts on this?
About time they put Blake and the Saints in the I'm so fucking
It's
tired.
okay. Just stay talk.
Time.
It's about time.
Just give me a second.
Okay, just say what you're gonna
I'm
say.
having
Just say what you're gonna say.
My brain. It's about time they put Saints in here, and then Blake Monroe's finally in here. Zarya should have been in here for DLC. Miles Bourne, I understand why they just put him in here for this game.
And present the fact that he's just now really the main eventer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Zarya
Like,
should have been in the game. I'm gonna be honest.
especially with Saruka. Like,
She should have been in the game.
Well, Zarya wasn't really a thing until this past 6 months, so that
Yeah.
could be part of it. But yeah, it's surprising me that Zarya wasn't in the game before. But yeah, we'll get more about this as we get closer
That
to the
Grayson
game.
Waller picture is a menace to society.
Which one? Let me bring it up here. Which picture are we talking about
Grayson
here?
Waller.
Grayson Waller. Oh, there it is.
That is a menace.
Over
to
there on the left
society
side.
picture.
Over there on the left.
I'm gonna say this right now. Kofi looks like a mug shot.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Wow.
So this next thing was sent to me by this morning. So for those wondering, it's Thursday. The deep freeze is on Friday, so I was doing all of my Friday stuff on Thursday, so I don't have to leave the house tomorrow. And I got up earlier than normal, went to work earlier than normal on a Thursday. While I'm working, I get a text message from a friend of mine, and he sends me a video from Twitter, and I'm like, "What is this?" So I'm sitting there and I watch it. And I'm like, "Oh shit, this is awesome! This is from the new Street Fighter game."
Over the limit! Say your prayer!
The
Yeah,
hell?
I wanted to hang on, let me try that again. There was it. I'm about to accidentally hit the thing. Let's play it again.
Over the limit! Say your prayer!
I'm gonna be honest. That was completely original. Never seen that a day in my life. Never seen that a day in my life.
Well, look who mocapped it.
Yeah, I guess that.
But Kenny Omega put that video up and these pictures.
Jesus Christ.
And how fucking cool is this?
That's
By the way?
fucking awesome.
Look at this
Yeah.
photo. These are the photos from the mocap of him doing what you just watched in the game.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen that move in a day in my life.
Isn't that fucking cool?
I don't know what the hell he
Wasn't that
just
fucking
did.
awesome? Like,
That's
that was
fucking
so
awesome.
cool. Like, I was like, wow, that is one of the more
That's-
awesome things we're gonna see.
That's like an extreme one-winged angel.
So that was pretty cool. I wanted to make sure you saw that because that was one of the more coolest
Now-
things I've seen in a while.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
Okay. So Kenny's doing the motion capture. Okay.
Right.
But aren't WWE stars the actual
different-
characters?
You're thinking of the movie. This is
Okay.
the video game. This is the video
Right.
game. This is the new video game.
Okay,
So-
and at least in the defense, he was on the same topic.
Yeah. You're thinking of the movie.
For once,
we
I will
talked
give
about
you
the movie.
credit.
We talked about the movie a few months ago. We're not talking about the movie. We're talking about the new video game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
For
I'm
once,
kind
I'll
of.
actually give you credit.
Yeah.
So my question,
At least
I'm
we're on the
wondering.
topic. You're on the topic. At
I'm
least.
wondering if the characters of the movie is going to be important to the game.
Probably
No.
not. Probably not.
Unless you want somehow Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega in the same ring again.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Anyway, let's get on to our news and notes. As somebody just got really cold in the studio. Somebody just got really cold. I told you to keep the hoodie on. I did tell you that when we started. All right, let's get to some news. First of all, we talked. I know what the screen cap for this show is going to be. I know what the screen cap
Wait,
is.
hold up.
Anyway, I know what the screen cap is for this show. I'll be putting the time code down. But anyway, let's actually get to some news and notes. Let's see. First of all, let's start here as we talked about on last week's show. Officially, JDC has retired. Johnny Dango Curtis has retired.
Mhm.
I didn't realize he's been in the game for 27 years, which is absolutely
Wow.
fucking nuts. And I really enjoyed his match against Eddie Edwards. I really, really enjoyed that match. So I was like, okay, cool. Very cool. We'll get more into TNA in a little while. Trust me, I have some thoughts on the premiere at AMC, which we'll get to in a few. And trust me, they're not good. They're not good thoughts, but we'll get there. So last week, we were talking at the end of the show, right at the end of the show, we were talking about the Rascals signing with AEW, right? We were talking about that right at the end of the show.
That's was being promoted.
Well,
Correct.
that's what we talked about right at the end of the show.
Yes.
So I watched Collision, and the Rascals debuted on Collision, except there was one missing. Now, for me, here's the thing. For me, I didn't think anything of it. Because in TNA, there's 4 Rascals, and they kind of rotate on television depending on who's available. So I didn't really think anything of it. You know what I mean? I didn't think twice about it. They even had the smoke-filled room. They made obvious pot jokes. I didn't think anything of it on Sunday morning when I watched it. Coffee Saturday night watching TNA, so I caught up on Sunday. Didn't think anything of it. Well, a few hours later on Sunday, a tweet goes up from Trey Miguel saying he's taking a break from pro wrestling.
Okay, then.
Out of nowhere. Well, a few hours later, it came out that there we go. Trey Miguel was fired from AEW right before the Rascals debuted due to tweets from the past before he was in NXT.
Which one's Trey Miguel?
Trey is Trey because they never changed his name. So not the one that was in NXT. He was in
So Wesley is
Wesley was Des.
and then which
Desmond, and then
Nash
Nash is
Zachary, right?
Zachary. So
And then was it Myron?
Myron Reed is the black guy. He's the only black guy in the group.
So
He's the only black guy in the group. So
This
Trey
is the other
Miguel,
one.
yeah, and so yeah, it's apparently this went above Tony Khan.
Ouch.
So it sounds like the TV stations might have got some new word about something he said. It does not want him on their broadcast. The last time this happened with Mark, I don't know. I haven't been able to find out. And the last person this happened to was Jay Briscoe. So, hopefully they can figure this out, because I'm not gonna lie, I was looking forward to All 4 Rascals being on TV. I was really looking forward to it. I was really happy for the guys. They are wrestling, by the way, soon. The problem is they were supposed to debut on the 3 Rascals supposed to wrestle first match on Collision this week, but because of the weather, Texas is actually getting a snowstorm on Saturday. That's a weird sentence there. They're getting a massive snowstorm, so they had to cancel the Collision show in Texas, and they ended up filming Collision after Dynamite. So any matches they really announced for Saturday almost got scrapped. They all got scrapped and got moved to next week. So I'm not sure when the Rascals are finally actually debuting on TV. I'm not sure, but yeah, that happened. So there you go.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
And if that's not even the strangest story we're going to bring up here. Evil has notified New Japan Pro Wrestling that he's leaving the company,
What?
and rumors are going around that he's coming to WWE.
Wow.
I did not see that one coming. I did not at all see that one coming on any level.
No, he's the wrestler in New Japan that you really
Let
don't.
me explain my hatred.
Go ahead.
Wait, can I say one thing though?
Go ahead.
Do you think he's gonna be a face or a heel?
Here's the interesting part about Evil. It's a good question. Because he can't obviously be evil because that's owned by New Japan.
His name is Good.
Well, I think she's probably going to come out. His real name is Tanta Wantabe. But
Bless you.
Just to say,
What did you just say?
Taka Wantabe.
Taka want to be?
That was his name in Ring of Honor.
Taka want to be home.
Well, that was his name in Ring of Honor before he went back to New Japan. He was on an excursion to Ring of Honor, and he went back to New Japan and became evil. And became evil in Sonata, and obviously. My issue, as I figured out this year, my issue is not with Evil as a character. My issue is with the House of Torture. I've come to realize that my issue is with the House of Torture because I'll go back to the G1 final where Takeshi and Evil had the final. And that was a fantastic wrestling match because Evil got to actually wrestle.
It wasn't House of Torture.
And I got to actually watch. It was House of Torture stuff, but it was in the first 5-6 minutes. And the rest of the match with Evil actually wrestling. And I'm like, holy fuck, you're a damn good wrestler. Like, holy shit, you're a damn good wrestler. It's too bad we never get to see it. So if that's the guy that's coming to WWE and NXT, whatever we're doing here, that I have no problem with. I have zero problem with that. So that's interesting, especially because how they went out, how Evil went out at Wrestle Kingdom, losing to Aaron Wolf. So I'm interested how this is going to go.
He's married to
So I found out they were engaged. Io Sky and him were engaged. They're not engaged anymore. They never got married, and they're not together anymore. I did the research on this last night because we were talking about this last night. I looked it up last night.
So if he is coming to WWE,
rumors. So I don't know. That's not verified anymore, but it's rumors.
Would you say it wouldn't be too far fetched with him and Shinsuke Nakamura to?
You know what's interesting about Shinsuke right now? And I don't know if you've noticed this. I don't know if you've been watching this. If it popped up on YouTube on segments. But on SmackDown, him and Tama Tonga are having a weird thing going on.
Yeah.
Well, the two of them are talking Japanese to each other. And all kinds of like, I don't know what's going on over there. So I'm very intrigued about this. So there's not that far-fetched that you would bring someone in from his past to do something like that. It wouldn't be that far-fetched. Because there's that weird thing going on SmackDown right now.
The best member of the MFT is Tongaloa. He is my friend calls him the Lord and Savior of wrestling.
He's no Kit Wilson. But yeah, I'm intrigued by this.
So you got that's the wrong Tongan.
I know.
That's we're just go with it.
Don't we just do that most of the time with them?
This is more of a programming note for anyone that's wondering. I actually was wondering this myself. The Olympics are coming up in a couple of weeks, and WWE SmackDown is moving to Sci-Fi for 2 weeks because of the Olympic coverage on USA Network. It doesn't really affect us whatsoever. As I was saying to my friend Josh, it does not affect me whatsoever because we have YouTube TV, and it just pops up on the top of our screen. You click on it. I've never gone to the USA Network, and it just pops up on the top of our screen. So it doesn't really affect us personally, but for those that are wondering, it's going to be on Sci-Fi for 2 weeks during the Olympics. So, by the way, the Olympics do start in a couple of weeks. I am really excited for the Olympic Games. And the fun part is they'll be live in the morning in the States because they're in Italy. So like all the hockey games are at like 9 and 10 in the morning. So I get to go to work, do my job, and then watch hockey right after work for 2 weeks. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. So
seeing the bobsleds.
Oh, Jamaica's got a bobsled team.
Jamaica has one?
Yeah, they qualified the other day.
Yay!
Jamaica's got a bobsled team. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that. And I'll watch random curling matchups and everything. So.
Bring a little sunshine to the bobsled.
It's sort of the only time that I watch curling is during the Olympic Games. So, anyway, let's move on. Before we get the title changes and stuff like that, we have to talk about the one heel turn that happened this week, and where Natty Neidhart turned on Maxine Dupree. Wow, I am shocked this happened. I am stunned. I cannot believe it.
I didn't see it coming
at all. All the thing is, I hope this leads.
Wait, you guys didn't? I saw this coming from a mile away.
Did you not read the sarcasm?
That was the joke.
Yeah,
I was going along with it.
But here's the
look
funny
at
part.
She's got the John Cena face.
So one thing I will say.
That was great for you to block literally everything on the TV
I'm
I'm reading.
It's the John Cena face.
Well, I was gonna say something about this. I hope this leads to Natty, the one we've seen in Bloodsport.
Oh, definitely.
Natty Neidhart, not Natty Neidhart. Natty Neidhart is a fucking bitch, and I can't wait to see if they do it.
Oh, damn.
In a good way. A bitch in a good way. I just want to clarify that.
Yep.
I'm not saying anything negative. It's one of those things where it's a bitch in a good way.
In Bloodsport, she was more aggressive.
Actually, and NWA and things like that. The indie version of Natty.
She's more aggressive and more physical. And
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
So,
you could have used two different words.
Okay, go ahead.
What words were you going to use?
No, I was more making a joke.
I wasn't sure what you were saying. I lost track of what you were saying.
I was like, you could have used two different words to describe it. Yeah, you chose the most vaguely dirty words to describe her.
Aggressive and physical?
Yes.
I legit had no clue you were going with that. I legit had no clue where you were going with that.
Let's get physical.
You could say she was more violent.
That might be a better word. You're right. That would be a better word. All right. We were joking about this earlier, but let's bring up the graphic officially. That JetSpeed and Hangman Page beat the Ops.
What a shot of Hangman right in the middle.
I know, but they are now the trios champions.
I thought what's his name? The Sean Knight. I thought it was Trick Williams and not just
Kevin Knight.
It's Kevin Knight.
Kevin Knight.
Oh, Sean Knight's a character.
I was gonna say who's Sean Knight.
Sean Knight is a character for my game. But another thing, not just because he's black, but I really thought that was Trick Williams.
Wow. But no, that is not. It's,
Not even a close resemblance.
but Kevin
Close
Knight,
enough.
Speedball, and Hangman are now the trios champions, as we joked about earlier in media mode.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Oh no, I'm terrified.
I have an idea.
I'm terrified.
I think we should have our listeners and viewers come up with the name
Oh, it's not a bad idea, actually.
for the team.
That's actually not a bad idea at all. If people actually want to
Horsecock.
answer.
Horsecock.
Horsecock. But
Cock horse?
I will say something before I forget. Speedball is now the first non-binary wrestler to have won a championship on the American stage officially. On one of the big companies and the big companies. He won the did win in TNA. The AEW, WWE. He is now the first binary wrestler to win a championship in AEW. So that's a very big deal. As a freezing man just finished his 7-up on the audio side. I don't understand why I was a little distracted there for a second. So that's that. I guess let's talk. Here's the interesting part about doing the show on a
Back
Thursday.
into my cocoon.
Let me hit. This is the thing about doing the show on a Thursday. The second episode of TNA AMC actually is airing tonight. They better improve. Because last week's show was a clusterfuck. Last week's show was a clusterfuck. They didn't. They were going breaks at weird moments. They had celebrities that made no sense. They showed empty seats at one point. It was a clusterfuck of a broadcast, beginning to end. It was they didn't even show the main event, whole main event segment. Like it was a clusterfuck all the way through.
I kind of got the celebrities that were there. They were promoting this.
Okay,
okay,
I have zero problem with the AMC
Okay.
celebrities. I
Okay.
have no problem with it. Like WWE, Netflix. I
Right.
understand that completely.
Got it.
I'm talking about the influencers. And my favorite part was, here are some celebrities. There's Candice Michelle. Okay, she doesn't do with this company, but sure.
Wait,
All right.
what influencers?
I don't know. The problem is I have no clue who they
There
were.
were 3 like
I have to show you later.
either-
I'll show you later. I don't know if you know who they were. So
either Instagram or YouTube influencers.
If you can find me pictures.
they
of
were in
them-
BDE. That's all I know. I know BDE.
Wait, was this is gonna sound bad, but was someone like a big guy?
Probably. He was hanging out with AJ Francis, so I'm not really sure.
Okay, because
I'll send you pictures later.
Okay.
But and then Candice Michelle was there for some reason. And before I even get to the title changes, let me show you a graphic of stuff that happened on this show. Let's show a graphic. There's AJ Styles making a cameo for no real apparent reason. And then there's Daria Veronato, who is now the heel assistant GM, Daria Ray. So that makes sense. And then she brought in Elena Black, which is fine. Actually, I like that idea. I do like that a lot. And then on the left corner here, in the last fucking corner, what the fuck was this? Holy shit! What the fuck was this? So for those who did not watch TNA on AMC, we come back from the break, and we all love making fun of Carlos Silva. We all love making fun of him.
Oh.
You know, he has no personality whatsoever, and we love making fun of him.
Of course.
We come back from the break. Where the next match is our main event. You would think, let's throw the video package for the main event. Let's get to the main event. Give the main event the last half hour of the show. Right? The world title match. Give them the last half hour.
Makes sense.
Come back from the break. And there's Carlos Silva on the stage for some reason that I still have not understood. And he's like, let's bring out the person that if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here. We're like, what? And out comes Dixie Carter.
What the fuck?
That was my reaction. And I'm sitting there and I look, and this is after all the crap that we've just dealt with.
Wait,
The last two-
I would like it just to be known. In the notes, it said Dixie Cutter for some reason made a cameo, word for word.
Just wait, I haven't even told you everything that happened yet. So then, Dixie Carter comes out and starts talking to the crowd in Texas. And the crowd starts booing her like she's fucking Weird Yuta.
Well, I can see how you can get those two confused easily.
But anyway, so she's booed. She's cutting this promo. Carlos Silva standing there with no personality, not knowing what to do.
Of course.
And then Bully Ray comes out to do commentary for the main event. And the last time we saw Bully Ray and Dixie Carter in the same place at the same time, Bully Ray put Dixie Carter through a table.
Do it again.
Now I like to make a note. I always make a joke.
Got it.
And after, let me tell my thing. Let me
All
tell
right.
my story, please. I'm venting. After AJ Styles left TNA, I've always said before 2 years ago that I watched 2 segments of TNA between when AJ Styles left and 2 years ago. And this is the final deletion with the Hardys and Dixie Carter getting put through a table by Bully Ray. Those are the 2 segments that I've watched in like a 7-year span. That was it. That's all I watched from this company. So then Bully Ray comes out and confronts Dixie Carter. The crowd starts cheering for Bully Ray, which is hysterical. And then they hug, and the crowd starts booing again. And I literally look at Mandy, and I'm like, what fucking timeline am I in? Like, what's happening? What bizarre universe am I in right now? Like, what is happening?
So, I mean, is he going to come out and say he is proposing a Dixie Carter?
No.
Okay.
He goes to the announce table to do his commentary. Without his advertised to do commentary. And he goes and says, bygones be bygones, everything's cool now. And then Bully Ray does some of the worst commentary I've heard this time of Booker T. Because he added nothing for 25 minutes. At least Booker T tries to add things. Bully Ray didn't even do that. Bully, you're a fucking radio host. Do better. You're a fucking radio host.
So, can I interject?
Please.
Okay.
Now you can. Now
Okay.
you can. I need to get that out of my system. It's been bothering me for a week.
Would have been better
Bothering me
if
for a week.
would have been better if Tommy Dreamer was doing the commentary.
I would have been better if Dixie Carter never showed up on TV in 2026. That would have been better. That would have been better to me. I didn't want to see Dixie Carter in 2026.
I think would have been better if Bully Ray would have basically put her through another table.
Holy shit. I could not believe that I wasted my time on it. 2026 as Christian. I just fallen out of this chair. So over here.
You good, man?
He did not expect that at all. He did not expect that from me at all. You okay over there?
You need some assistance?
You okay?
Should we call 411 for you?
So 411. Why are we calling information? Why are we calling information?
Well, you never know. I think
Wait a
maybe.
minute. Is 411 even a thing anymore?
Yeah, believe it or not, it still is.
Really?
Yeah. And I said that because maybe
You know
maybe
what?
he needed information to help him.
You know what? I'm doing the rest of the podcast down here. Let's do it. Let's
We're
do this.
We're almost done.
I'm ready.
We're almost done. Anyway, the other stuff on the show.
What the hell? What are we doing? A pose for Penthouse or
Let
what?
me explain these pictures for those that are out on the video side because remember the audio people. On the left side of the page, we have Meg Santana, the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, finally beats Becky Kazarian. But that's how they went off the air. The problem was, after that, we had a segment that didn't even air on fucking television until the pay-per-view on Saturday. That set up the pay-per-view on Saturday.
What was it?
Yes, can you please get up? Please get up. It's so distracting.
I was trying to do the bit.
It didn't work because I'm distracted.
Okay.
So anyway,
I'm
we had a
actually stuck
segment
in
that
my
did not air on TV where Nick Nemeth came out to cash in his Call Your Shot trophy. And then Santino came out and said, and then Santino came out and made a match for Saturday. It was a Texas death match between Kazarian and Santana, which would be Kazarian's rematch. And then Daria came out and made it. Saying Daria is weird. Saying Daria came out and said, well, we're going to make Nick Nemeth the special guest referee. None of that aired on TV. I saw it all on social later on.
Oh, okay.
Because they ran out of time. Because they were showing Becky Dixie Carter in the ring. They were showing Dixie Carter. And they were talking. And they were fucking talking to fucking, was it Perez Hilton? Perez Hilton.
Oh, Perez
Hilton
Yeah,
with the fucking Ellison brand.
Okay.
Speaking of the Ellison brand, not only do we deal with fucking Perez Hilton, on the bottom of this picture, first of all, this is Ash by Elegance, M and Heather by Elegance, who are now the Knockout champions because the Inspiration are no longer in TNA. They either dropped the belts. By the way, Zaruka actually won an NXT this week, and she are facing the Elegance brand eventually.
What happened to the
Inspiration's contract right now.
Uh,
So Elegance may have the belt again, which is fine. And then the concierge is there on the bottom on the ground. That is Mr. Elegance.
who?
Mr. Elegance.
Who
Who's
the fuck
Mr.
is
Elegance?
that?
I don't know. He debuted on this show. Here's the problem. They didn't explain anything. They just had Perez Hilton out there for some reason, because apparently he's relevant in 2026. And he hasn't been relevant since fucking Glee. And
Oh, there you go.
he comes out, they have this whole segment where the problem is on last week's show, they have this big guy that they were like fawning over that was going to be Mr. Elegant. And they want us to believe that in 1 week's time, this big guy that has a dad bod that looks a lot like Mark. Not an insult. It's just the fact of the matter. It's not an insult whatsoever.
Okay.
Completely average dad bod. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I got a big guy. I have no problem with this. I'm not saying insulting things about this whatsoever. We want us to believe that an average guy that works for TNA and dad bod turned into that in a week. That's what they want us to believe.
You know who I thought that was for a hot minute?
What?
Griff Garrison.
It's definitely not Griff Garrison, because I would have heard about that by now. But that's what they wanted us to believe. That this big guy with a dad bod turned into that guy in a week.
Who is that?
He's some indie wrestler, and now he's Mr. Elegance. And I gotta give him credit. The guy knows how to ham it up. He's great. He's fantastic at the hamming up. If that's what he's gonna do, I have zero problem with it. But it was the setup and the fact that they wasted 15 minutes on this segment, and then they cut off the main event segment. That pissed me off more than anything else.
What? How
You
old
know,
is that guy?
here's the
He's
thing,
20.
Mr. Elegance.
He's in his 20s.
You know
Look
who
it up.
it should
Hold
have got?
on.
Well,
That motherfucker's in his 20s?
I'll look it up. But yeah, they
No
want us to
offense,
believe.
he looks like he's 65.
Who the Elegant? Who is Mr. Elegant? Or the concierge?
yes.
Yes.
Who are we
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
Who are we talking about? Like, who are we talking about? The 65.
The bottom one looks like old, Griff Garrison's old ass grandpa.
I'm looking up
Hairline
Elegant brand
receding
on
a little
Wikipedia.
bit.
The hairline
Mr.
has
Elegance.
been receded.
Here we go. Mr. Elegance. That's ironic.
What?
This guy is real name is Andreas Ziegler from West Bend, Wisconsin.
What the
We
hell?
do not own this guy.
I need to know if he worked for BCW. I need to know. I'm looking it up real fast.
From West-
He's being presented in kayfabe as the net. On the indie circuit. He was presented as the nephew of Dolph Ziggler, as the kayfabe.
the Ziegler family. Yeah, got it.
Apparently, he was at OVW as the television champion.
Okay then.
He was in OVW. He's 26 years old.
Speaking-
That does not
speak-
look
Christian,
26.
He's 26.
No.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
funny.
which, here's the thing: if you're gonna have a Mr. Elegance, I think you should have got Jesse Goddard's to be Mr.
No.
Elegance.
Fuck no. I don't want to deal with that guy's face either. Oh my God. I had to deal with him during Big Brother this year. I don't want to deal with his damn face anymore. I'm so sick of him. And the Big
Mr.
Brother fan, I'm
Spectacular.
so fucking sick of Mr. Spectacular, Mr. fucking shit. Like, they made this whole fucking thing on Big Brother this year, and they brought back the people that were like hurt by gimmicks in the last in the history of the show, because they were doing a whole like mastermind thing, and he said when you're watching it. And the three people they brought back were Frankie Grande, Jesse Goddard, and the only person that actually belonged here was Eric Stein. He's the only one that actually belonged to part of this bit. But like, really? Fucking Jesse Goddard? You want to believe he's smart?
Can't we?
What? You want to believe Jesse Goddard's is smart? I don't believe it at all.
I rather have Zingbot than Jesse Goddard.
Well, the mastermind killed Dingbot. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. But
Oh my lord! You know what?
It's been a rant-filled last 10 minutes of the show. This has been an unexpected rant-filled show.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to have a Mr. Elegance, I think you should have auditions.
They did. They did for the last 2 months.
And that's the best they got.
What the funny part is you want to believe that you had a dad bod last week. That's the part we need to believe, apparently.
Why don't you get the wrestler? What's his name? Steve the Dad?
Oh my lord, I couldn't believe it. Dan the Dad.
Dan the Dad. There you go. That would have been believable.
Christian losing the number. I think we gotta move on.
No, you know what? Get Hometown Man. Fucking call
The
it a
Hometown
day.
Man.
Oh, there you go.
Hometown Man. Do not disgrace the name of Hometown Man. Do not do that.
Wow.
Anyway, we have a Saturday Night main event this weekend. We have a Saturday Night main event on Saturday.
That'll be our savior right there.
We have 3 matches that are announced. Let's do this. Let's preview the Saturday Night main event. How about that? We have 3 matches, and they're all pretty good matches. Not gonna lie, they're all pretty good. Let's start with Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu, who's channeling Umaga lately, which I'm liking. A smarter Umaga, which I'm really, really liking. I'm not gonna lie. If that's what the gimmick's gonna be, is more intelligent Umaga, go for it. I'm all for it. The reality says that Cody wins this match, but I don't know.
Oh,
I almost think Jacob might win my DQ.
I think it would be better for Jacob to get a win over Cody.
I want this to lead into heel Cody so everyone can boo him and I'd be happy in the end.
Well, the problem is that people in the UK were already booing him.
Thank God.
I want to know how much of the booing was the fact that it was Cody Rhodes or the fact that they were overseas and his character is the American Nightmare and America's not exactly liked right now. I want to know how much of that was that.
I
only say that because John Cena did not get booed as a heel, being an American hero.
Right.
But Cody Rhodes did. So I'm just wondering how much of that is Cody and how much of that is the States. So I think once we get back to the country in a couple of weeks, I think this weekend we're in Canada. And then next weekend we're in Saudi Arabia. So I don't think we're back in America for 2 more weeks.
Right.
So I think when we get back to the States, we can actually see if your logic is true, Christian. If the crowd has churned on him yet. We'll find out in 2 weeks.
I hope the crowd is sick and tired of Cody's bullshit.
I know you're over him. I know you're over him.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, Christian, your thoughts.
I'm not the only one. I think everyone is finally over the Cody Rhodes story. Like, he's got it. He held the title for a lot longer than he should have. Beat so many people that he shouldn't have, that he should have definitely lost to. And then he lost it in, don't get me wrong, a good 3 stages of hell, but like, it was like, where was the hell part? It was just 3 stages.
That was the cage match. And there was blood. There was actually blood in the second stage. There was blood.
Yeah, but it was on the crowd. There's nothing like the blood. The point of blood is supposed to show the grueling battle of a match.
Right.
But you can't fucking see it if it's in the crowd. That's why most of the time, and I'm not saying this, but when wrestlers bleed, it stains the mat to show the fucking blood they put into the match.
Or in Cody's case, he could be like Flair because he's got the blonde hair.
Right.
He could just get his hair in the blood, and then you show that blood off better in the hair like Ric Flair used to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a great example.
But there was no blood in his hair.
I know.
There was nothing. He bled for like 2 seconds.
I have a question. I just thought about this question as we're sitting.
Okay.
I mentioned John Cena. And this might be difficult for you because I don't want you to see a fanboy you are. So I'm going to see if I can answer this question without pissing you off. What exactly is the difference between when John Cena had his 1-year reign beating everybody and Cody having his 1-year reign and beating everybody?
Oh, there is no difference. John Cena shouldn't have had that title either.
Okay, I was curious. It was a very serious question.
As a John Cena fanboy, he shouldn't have had it.
Yeah, it was a legit question.
He legitimately, there was no point for him to have it that long. The same equivalent can be to Roman Reigns.
Okay, no, it was a fair question. I would ask
any titles at tops can be a year, but longer than that is just stretching the fuck out of it.
So 380 is too long. Is what you're saying. And like with CM Punk, well, we have a CM Punk. During his 450 days, he had a heel turn. There was a lot of story progression. I did a lot.
I don't want
Punk in that.
If it's a longer than a year, I want it to at least be like Punk's
or Roman, where they had it was a 3-year reign, but by the end of it all, it meant something.
Right.
He turned heel. He had the bloodline character. We learned a lot.
But
a lot.
If it's longer than a year, I want story. I just don't want match after match after match.
Right.
Oh, look, I made it to a year. Look at me. I don't want that.
Like the bloodline. The bloodline. We had a intense, crazy that we're still living off now. We're still living off bloodline storyline. Now it's been almost 2 years. We're still living off that storyline.
But no, I want for Reigns. I'm gonna say it again. If it's longer than a year, I want some story, some impact.
Fair enough.
Not just
smart.
Look, I made it to a year. Whoop-de-doo. Look at me. I don't want that.
And like I said, a perfect comparison is Punk and Roman, where Punk had the heel turn in the middle of the thing and brought Heyman in and changed his whole character. And then Roman, we had the Bloodline saga.
And it's just like, no, John Cena should not have had that. Cody shouldn't have had it for this long.
Okay.
This whole fucking thing.
That was why I asked you. That's why I asked you. If anyone's going to give me an opinion, it's going to be you. I mean, that's why I asked that question. This came to mind as we're sitting here.
Here's the thing I noticed as far as the storyline for Cody and storyline for John Cena. Okay,
yes.
Is that basically when Cody, they wanted to finish the story. and
Which is
that
fine.
was
That's great. That's awesome.
and that was
It was
the
an
whole
epic
thing.
WrestleMania 40.
Right.
Matter of fact, I just listened to Cody's podcast this week, and he was talking to Undertaker, and they were talking about WrestleMania 40 and how awesome that main event was,
Right.
how amazing that main event was.
And
By
how
the way, by the
there
way,
was
my friend brought this up,
Yeah, good.
yeah,
and this
No,
is
let me talk. Let me talk. Good.
this is probably the dumbest thing he possibly could have said. This was a whole joke, but this is still stupid. He said WWE has the funniest thing they could do right now.
What?
Give Cody Rhodes the Rumble win.
Do you know what's funny? People are thinking that. People are
Yeah.
thinking about it. I hope it doesn't happen next week. We'll talk about it next week's show. I have thoughts for the Rumble. I have a bunch of thoughts for the Rumble. We'll talk about it next week.
But
That's short little
that's-
thing. He does not need it.
Oh, he will
Yeah.
not. I don't think he's going to win the third Rumble. I
But-
legitimately don't think
yeah,
he's going to win the
but
third Rumble.
that's the thing I noticed is that okay, we wanted to finish Cody's story and we did. Okay, now you did. Now let's see what happens because
And like you said, Christian, there was no.
Wait,
Did he
if
even
Cody-
have a feud? Like outside of
wait,
KO
wait,
and
wait,
Drew,
wait,
did he have a feud in that year?
Wait. If Cody wins, he goes up there with Stone Cold.
Stone Cold's the only one that's ever won 3 Rumbles.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, don't let that happen.
Yeah, Stone Cold's the only one.
because
Don't let that
it,
fucking
it
happen.
seemed like the main antagonist for Cody was Drew.
Oh,
That was
KO.
it.
KO and him had a great feud too. That's the
Right.
only. But I
Right.
can't think outside of KO, Cena, and Drew.
Roman.
Well, if you take out Roman because Roman left, and
Yeah.
if you take out Roman after the title reign and after they have all the team ups and all the weird stuff they were doing with Roman and Cody.
Yeah.
Outside of that, what were his top feuds? Were the KO,
Vision,
John,
Seth.
and Drew? Oh, and Seth.
Seth.
Is that it? During the
Yeah.
year plus?
Yeah.
Because of
Wait,
Cena,
what about Punk?
I don't really count that because there were
Punk-
separate shows and Punk was champion on the other company.
Yeah.
Like I don't really count that. I could think with Cena's 1 year reign, like I could think of a whole bunch of awesome feuds that happened during that year.
Mhm.
I can only think of a few here, and like we're talking about Jacob Fat too. I think of Umaga and Cena.
Right.
Like I think of that automatically. Edge, and I think of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Like, I think of all these epic matches we had during his 1 year. I can't think of that with Cody outside of
Yeah.
KO and Drew.
And
It's weird.
and
Let's go with that.
thank you.
Good.
And the storyline with John Cena was okay. This is his retirement,
No. I'm talking about right now. Not
I know,
right now. I'm
I
talking
know.
about the past. But as you were saying,
right? But I'm saying that was the whole story.
that's different. I'll excuse the Cena
And-
thing because of
and-
the retirement year.
And I think they wanted him to break Ric Flair's record.
Oh yeah, obviously. Never seen 17. Obviously.
And
Okay,
so
let's get back to 17. 2 matches. left.
so now here's my take with Jacob Fatu is it wouldn't be too far fetched because he's not associated with Usos and Roman. He's not associated with Solo.
Don't try to make Fletch happen.
Is basically he's his own.
No, I said.
I don't know. I heard
Yeah.
you. I heard him. I was making fun of him.
Oh,
Continue.
okay.
I'm making fun of him.
So he's his,
I was
He's-
correcting him.
You did, but
he's
I'm making
his-
fun of him.
he's his own man on an island trying to make it a name for himself.
There's nothing wrong with that. I
And
love
what
that.
and what better way to do
I
it than
thought-
go against Cody
I
Rhodes?
thought the analogy you were about to make, he's a man on an island alone trying to make a raft. I was like, where the fuck does that have to do with literally anything?
That's
So-
not what he said. So that's not what he
my
said.
my thing it
I
wouldn't
am
be too
very
far
confused right
fetched.
now.
It wouldn't be too far fetched for
I'm very
Jacob
confused.
Fatu, and I know this is gonna be hard to believe, for Jacob Fatu to be a baby.
He is. He is a babyface.
How many times can
He
this
is
man,
one.
How many times can this man squeeze Jacob Fatu into one goddamn sentence?
All right, let's move on. We have 2 more matches I want to get to. And we have something else we have to do after the show today. So, okay, we have the
I'm gonna
WWE
kick you because I'm too
Women's Tag Team Championship. It is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. There's no reason to take these belts off Rhea and Io,
but
right?
I want
No.
Liv and Roxanne to win.
You
But
do? All right, talk it out. 'Cause you're
I
right.
want them to win because I mean, just because I know Riho just got like it's Rhea and Io. I'm not doing that.
I know. I put it on the screen because I was still Wikipedia.
I know they just got the titles, but like, it makes sense for the Judgment Day to win the titles. That gives them more. And if this all works, if Raquel could win the women's title, that leaves Finn out with no title,
And Finn, by the way, him and Punk had a great match
Oh,
on
yeah.
Monday, by the way.
and that leaves Finn without a title, and that would most likely make him get kicked out or something.
Yeah.
And then Finn, this is whole because I just want Finn to go back to how it was.
Mhm.
Go back to the face Finn Balor with the trunks.
And the intro they did on Monday. Epic on Monday.
I want,
That
I
was really
want, I
epic.
want, I want Trunk Balor back. I want the Balor that beat Seth Rollins for the Universal title. I want the Balor who, the Prince Balor, not like the heel Prince, but like the face one.
Hey, Matt.
The one who pretty much dominated NXT. When
There
he
you go.
first went
Perfect.
Yeah, there you
Perfect.
go.
Perfect.
I want that Finn Balor. I don't want whatever the.
So
They turned him into a fucking joke.
Well,
after-
the thing is with the Judgment Day, he was helping bring up JD.
Yes, but now
Which I
JD's,
understood.
which yeah, it's fine. But like right now, he's doing nothing.
Yeah.
He had
Well-
this.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you just say it? Okay, we're having a conversation. You can't get mad. Continue.
No, I know. But
Finn.
Continue.
Finn, you were saying something. You're in the middle of something. You'll let you finish.
My brain just broke.
That's all right. All right.
The thing with Finn is he's got no one to play off of because Dom is injured, JD is recovering, and the girls have their own thing going. Is it just me, or do I think that Liv is the leader of the group?
I think Dom is. I think Dom actually is.
It
honestly.
seems like Liv is the one that's stepping up and calling the
But
shots.
I think Dom is. All seriousness. I think Liv and Dom are, honestly. But, all right. I think I'm going to go with Riho, but I actually wouldn't mind Judgment Day winning the title. But so the other match that's been announced, we have a number one contendership match. I love a good number one contendership match. I'm not going to complain about it. I love a good number one contendership match. The number one contendership match for the WWE Championship, who will face Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. It is Randy Orton, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, and Sami Zayn. I'm going to go first here because I can't pick Sami Zayn, even though it makes sense because Sami Zayn's a Royal Rumble winner, so I can't pick him. I'm going to pick Damian Priest. But then again, maybe Sami will lose and go in the Rumble. But I'm going to go Damian Priest because I can't pick against my Rumble pick.
I'm gonna go with Randy.
Randy, let's get him in the match against Drew.
Just get him one more match with Drew.
Fair enough. And
I'm going with Randy. And,
Okay.
and like you, my pick for the Rumble was Sami Zayn.
we'll talk about that on next week's show, obviously. We'll get into that next week.
My pick for the Rumble is Hornswoggle.
Spuggle's not even in this company. But we'll get into that on next week's show.
How about Diminito?
You know what? My pick for the Rumble is Mr. Iguana.
We'll get into the Rumble next week for real. That being said, let's wrap up here. And because I made a joke at the beginning of the show with cold puns, we're going to close the show with the cold pun. And it was on Peyton Parrish's version of Let It Go to close the show today. Next week, as I said, we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble with Mandy in studio. That's what we're going to be doing next week. And also, we will actually be able to talk about who we think will be the next NXT champion, because that match is happening on February 3rd. So we're going to be talking about that also on next week's show. So a nice double whammy of things going on. Christian,
follow me at the Villain Zane 627, the Villain Zane Riley on YouTube. I'm currently doing a Universe Mode series with my two friends. It is the funny shit show. Please join us, because actually it's been very popular when I started it. So you know what? Please join.
that's good to know. And awesome. And do that. So, and then we've been the screen here.
Hey!
Hey, wait, I need to put it up on the screen first. Okay.
I don't think my channel is ready.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, and you can find our show and rate, review, leave comments. That'd be wonderful. Just don't like and not leave anything because it's irritating.
It's true.
Thank you.
That's the first thing.
Hey, you
Hey, where do you find us?
You can find us on social media, like on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all more. And you can find us by going to Generation Evolution 00.
Do not forget the 00 or you get the wrong. God damn it. No.
And if you're watching this on the video side, you just scan the QR code. Make your life easier.
There you
that
go.
being said, let's get out of here. We're gonna go hibernate now for the next couple of days.
I'm already am.
Well, we're gonna hibernate more for the next couple of days.
There you go.
So that being said, stay warm, stay safe. It's gonna be a fucking crazy weekend.
Kwanzaa.
It's gonna be a fucking crazy weekend. Enjoy the weekend and enjoy the football on Sundays. Since everyone's gonna be bundled up and snowed in, you might as well enjoy the football Sunday.
There you go.
So till next week, I'm Blake,
Christian.
I'm Mark.
and you've been tuned into Generation Evolution. Have a good day, everybody.
Stay warm,
Bye.
everybody. We love you guys.
You'll never see me cry. Here I stand, and here I'll stay. Thank you for joining us inside the generation evolution. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.